Hello, viewer. Good afternoon, and welcome to your favorite and number one program on AGTV, Abuja today. On the program, we'll take a look at happenings and activities within and around Abuja and its environs. On the program today, we'll take a look at straight into the point, women participation in politics. Yes, there have been this clamor for the women to be given a chance to participate, to showcase what they've got in the political arena of the country. But then the question is, how safe, how secure, how ready are women even for this game? Discuss this on the program today, we have Ajia Mariam Saliu Mohammed, also known as Bulldozer. Of course, she participated in the just concluded APC primary election for the Amak Ambwari federal constituency, as alleged to be an aborted primaries. Good afternoon, ma.
Afternoon.
Welcome on the program.
Thank you very much.
Yes, women participation in politics. What does this entail to you? Does this mean ring a bell?
Yeah, it rings a bell, but to an extent it doesn't.
Okay.
Because when you give a child a chocolate, for example, and or you show a child a chocolate and say, "Come for it," and he's coming for it, and then you pull it back
You
and
hold it
hide
back.
it, then it becomes a deceptive one.
That is how you describe
That's how I perceive the whole.
the call or the agitation for women
Yeah, when
participation
they
in
say,
politics.
"Come and buy a phone for 1 million," I mean, just pay for the expression of
Interest.
interest and buy the purchase your and get your phone free. It encouraged all women. You could see the number
Comfort.
of women. Everybody was out. We were over 600 that came out nationwide. But I can assure you, not up to even 20
Won their primaries.
won their primaries or even were recognized.
Mm.
So I don't think there is any. Well, we'll keep struggling because it's not a one-day thing. But as long as we have the selfish group of individuals, the male, it will be very difficult. It's a fantasy that will never come true.
Some will argue that the society is not ripe for women leadership. How do you react to this?
That's very wrong. Very,
Okay.
very wrong. We have Ojonkwela, what's her name? Ngozi.
Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala,
Yeah. Isn't she
former
a woman?
minister.
The former woman, minister of
Finance.
finance. Isn't she a woman?
Of course.
Didn't she do well? Isn't
Wow.
she today a pride for the nation outside the country?
Mm.
We have people like the late what's her
Dora
name?
Akunyili.
Dora Akunyili. Isn't she a woman? Women have long been ready. It's just that they have been deprived the opportunity. And because
What
they
do you
have-
attribute this to?
because women have empathy. Women are very more straightforward. I'm sorry, I'm talking to a man, and you're not gonna
No,
take
but
it.
let's get the facts
Women
straight.
the fact is that's it. Women are more human. They are more considerate because they are mothers who have conceived and know what it means to take a child and bring him to this world. Of course, they've seen what is been happening in the country. They will want a change, even for the betterment of their children. The men, as usual, as they have always been, it's all about themselves.
Like you said, you're talking to a man anyways. But like I said, let's get the facts straight.
The fact straight is we cannot be allowed this opportunity because, one, they do not want sincerity
That's the
of
men,
purpose, the men.
politicians.
They are selfish and just want to continue to be. You can imagine one person holding a position for more than 16, 18 years. You see, the only person in that country, not even women, even the men, nobody is competent enough to match his competence. It doesn't make sense. So it's just, I just see the politics, we are still learning. That's
Yeah,
Nigeria,
it's a process.
is a process.
It's a process.
We're still learning. I just see it as something that one day will come. Maybe our great-grandchildren, but for now, I don't think they really want the women to really come on board.
But talking about not ready or not ready to allow women to come on board, you've highlighted some few persons or women who have participated, who have played their part in the Nigerian politics, Nigerian government, and the system. People like you mentioned, Dora Akunyili, the former minister of communication, information rather, and Dr. Nguzo Konjo Iweala, the former minister of finance and is a economic team. Now, these people, of course, the former DG of EFCC, you're forgetting. Is it Farida? What her name?
Farida, yeah.
Farida. Now, people like that have done excellently well. Of course, the records are there.
Yes.
How then do you accept that these people feeling that like the women cannot deliver? How then?
Yeah, but you can see out of 10, they give maybe 0.5 to a woman. And there's none of this 0.5.
Okay.
And there's neither of these women have failed. Isn't it? So why are they denying other women? We are not. Farida came as an appointee. Dora was an appointee. Ngozi was an appointee. We're talking of political participation, where you will win an election or lose an election. So if you lose, you will learn you go back to your drawing board and look inward to see what actually went wrong. What are the things that these people need that are not getting? But that has not been done.
Okay.
Imposition has been the order of the day. And it's even sad when you impose somebody in any circumstances, whether as a parent who has multiple kids, and then you want to choose a child, of course, to lead to continue with your legacy. Okay. I think that you should be able to sit them all and let them understand the reason for this action. Because you are the father, you've seen what is wrong. But you see what happened in the political individuals and the male, for that matter, were just the ones that were pacified. And you see, so it looks as if it's still the same. These women are noisemakers. All we are good in, as being perceived by the majority of our society, is that we should be able to come out and shout and clap our hands and yell for men, and then they sprinkle us some notes. That's where we're good.
But you contested for the seat of House of Reps,
yes.
Ama Kambwari,
yes,
APC.
Yes.
Tell us, what happened?
The obvious happened.
Okay.
We
when you say the obvious,
what I have just said that, to me, I call it an operation.
Operation.
It is an operation process, because if anybody is contesting and he knows that he can win this thing, there's no need for any abnormal process. It's a democratic thing. Everybody should come and play his card. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. But there was no election.
That's for Ama Kambwari.
Yes.
APC Ama Kambwari for primaries.
House of Rep. Yes.
There was no election.
There was no election. And
but how come there was a result announced and a winner?
Yes, it's as good as mine, because that we know we were 10 contestants, and I don't see.
Were there women among you?
We're 4 women.
4 women. Okay. But this is a good number.
Yeah.
That can, let's say, come together and give a good fight.
Yes.
Why now? Talking about women not being given opportunity, I think in this case, women can as well come together, decide, instead of going to split our vote, let's even go to one person.
Yeah.
How about that?
Again, if you give a dog his fault, then you give the owner of the house his
fault. That's right.
Because if the owner of the house does not feed the dog very well, naturally when he sees anybody passing with dog,
anything, he
will start shouting and bark.
Yes.
So you don't blame the dog, because maybe he was hungry or it was hungry somehow. But I think that idea of coming together, women, we have problem with that. And again,
just like the men.
Yeah, just like the men, coming together to agree on a thing, we have problem with that. And it's all boiled down still to selfishness. Because if you have held a position before, you should allow others to try their lives. So in this country, and that is why we are stagnant in where we are, there's no change. One person will be in a position again and again. He has not done anything in the last years. He has been holding that position. Can't we just say, okay, let's try somebody else? No. But it's now the familiarity sets in. They are used to him coming to give one tier of rice salt,
All of
and then
that.
of course he has already studied them. That
Mm.
Nigerians are fickle-minded. It's just easy to just come and buy their votes with your money. So he'll go back to the office, still enough to come back again
To
and
distribute to the
solicit
people.
for the same position and go back. And the same people remain in the same position that they have always been, in poverty, in pain, and in grief, all the time complaining, but to themselves because nobody is hearing them.
Yes, definitely.
They're just complaining, and that's why a lot of people are slumping to die out of stroke or having sicknesses. It's because a lot is bottled up.
In
And
the
if you,
mind.
yeah, in the mind, and if you speak out, you either become the enemy or the target. Like I said, when the women, four of us, we all agree, we were all together, including the Senate candidate. She was the only lady in Abuja FCT. So we all came together. She she actually she actually proved to be a leader.
Okay.
She and wanting to unite all of us to understand that we have this a particular purpose, which is a change in the society, and she carried us all along because she organized every activity she organized. She invited all the women who are participating. But there was this, nobody was ready to step down for
400%.
another
Now
person.
that is where the issue
Yeah,
is.
yeah, and no, not that anybody has actually approached me,
Approach anybody to step
anybody,
down.
though, but from the
On the body
language, the body
language.
language, you know that nobody wants to step down,
Okay.
and then um,
But do you
that was the
think
problem.
such things is the major reason the women have been relegated to the background?
If that is the reason, the men too had the same issue. They didn't step down for each other,
No, but
but
then don't
still
forget,
they
we're,
were not
like
relegated to
someone
the
will say,
background.
we're in a man's world.
Yes, it's a man's word, yeah, and that is what we will remain.
So don't you think there is a
I don't think
need for
so.
the
I don't
women
think so.
to
Like
go back to the drawing board?
the drawing board, yes, it is. There's need, and the new woman leader, the national woman leader, she has done her best. She has really, really done her best. As
Okay.
young as she is, in fact, I hail her all the time, and I also hail our first lady, the
Excellency Muhammadu Buhari's wife,
Aisha, Aisha,
Aisha Muhammadu Buhari,
and her VP, her vice
President's wife.
wife. They've tried. These three women have really, and even the Benji, the lady that won in Yola,
Okay.
gubernatorial. These
Okay.
women
The
have
senator,
really,
all right?
yes, they have really tried. They have actually really tried. But you see, when, like you said, we women are very difficult to manage, especially when we come out for something, just want to get it.
Yeah.
But they have tried. But I thought that there will be more if we could be called by the same body. You understand?
On a
If there
round
is
table.
on a round table, and then you see who has the potential ability to do what you want, and let's try that person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we're still on the program Abuja today, and we're talking about women participation in politics. And we've been together with Ajia Mariam Saliu Mohammed, also known as Bulldozer. Of course, you've heard all she said. We'll continue on the way forward for women, but that will be after the break. Yes, if you're just joining us, this is Abuja today, and we're discussing women participation in politics. And we're joined by Ajia Mariam Saliu Mohammed, who contested for the ticket of the APC for Amakambwari Federal Constituency 2022 here in the FCT. She's highlighted a lot about women participation in politics, the challenges, and the intrigues involved. Moving forward, Ajia, what is the hope of women participation in politics in Nigeria?
For now, I think 40% hope,
40% hope.
and I
Okay,
have reason for that.
okay,
Until we eliminate segregation, until we eliminate our woman
mentality.
myopic mentality, until we are able to accept everybody that has the substance to offer, and bring him to table, or bring her to table rather, and agree on something, we'll always have problem. Because if we are selective, there's one
Selective.
minus. Yeah, I'm coming there.
Okay.
That's one minus women have. Well, as long as you are a leader or a recognized figure, all a woman wants is you coming to bow for her all the time, and
But that is not only to the women.
even the men,
Good.
but it's more conspicuous, it's more
With the
pronounced
women.
in the women, because the men can swallow and pretend not to even notice that you are not following them,
But for the
but they will
women.
find a way of eliminating you from their system.
Okay.
But a woman will bluntly block you.
Mm.
She will block you.
And these are things that are not too sweet for the political arena.
No. It's very childish.
Okay.
It's childish, and that's one minus we have, and we are growing. And that's why I say we have 40%. Maybe when we grow past this level, where the leaders will carry everybody along, not selective, where every occasion everybody will be there to learn, where if you have the capacity as a politician, like somebody like us here, that are for you to come out and want to contest, you know what you actually have.
Now, going forward,
Yes.
talking about the hope for the women, I heard someone somewhere talking about the APC presidential candidate, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, suggesting for him to pick a woman. Do you think that would add anything?
Mm. When it's politics, anything is possible,
Anything is possible
just
in
to
politics.
achieve the desired objective,
Okay.
right?
And do you think picking a woman can be that anything that will give him the victory?
Again, if you ask me, I would say no.
Nope. Are you a woman?
Yeah, I said no because I feel whatever they want to do in this society today is
Yeah.
done because of reasons.
Of course, politics.
Now,
If
and
everything is
after
done based on reasons.
now, if we say that we give a lady the ticket as a VP, right? Is she going to be the only lady? Because they will just shut us all down. That already they've
But-
given a VP.
Yes.
So that's all.
Don't you think that will give a rise to the women participation?
Okay. Is that where you are heading to?
Yes.
Fine. Yeah, it would. It would give a rise.
Looking at it from the positive angle,
But I'm looking at it that is it going to be a tool
to
used
shut
like
the women up.
the women up?
Of course, as a VP, you have a lot
So no.
to contribute.
Yeah, it will help. It will. It will give some more women like us hope that is possible. But I don't see it happening. That's why
In view.
I don't see it happening. It's
Okay.
something that will not happen in this country for a very long time. But if
That is sounding more negative.
I'm not sounding like it. Look, when you see things that are clear, we
Share
should
them.
speak it. Say it.
Okay.
Right now, I know that I am one stumbling block to so many people because I speak what
Your
is
mind.
in my heart, and you don't give me life, you can give me food, you don't give me anything. They say politics is tricks, but it's not tricks because the definition of politics is not defined as a trick. Right?
Okay.
It's bringing to table what you have
To offer.
and that's why we have manifestos, right? So as far as I'm concerned, I say if he should do that, it will be a plus to him.
Okay.
And if she will carry other women, it will be
Along.
a double plus for us, and that will move us because there is no woman you give position and you regret giving her, even though she could be extravagant, she could have her other minors. Nobody is perfect,
Of course.
but she will do work. She will do something that will be seen and felt.
Now, this brings us to the point of mentorship. There is this group of women in FCT that are called APC Progressive Women and have been mentored by our own sister Farida Suleiman Odengi alongside the former national women leader of the APC. Do you think things like this will help improving women participation in politics?
Okay, I'm just hearing that
first
progressive
time.
stuff today,
Okay.
but I know Farida very well. She's my buddy, and
Okay.
I know the former woman leader. But okay, like you can see what I'm saying, the selective methodology adopted by women. Am I not a
You're not
woman?
aware
I'm not even aware
completely.
of this progressive whatever. I don't
Okay.
know anything. I
Now,
only know
now
that
you
of
know.
I only know that of one Salamo to the Kerushi lady,
Okay.
and then she has her own APC women with PVC.
Okay.
Okay, but I don't know that there is even a progressive platform or
For
whatever
for
that
women.
for women. I don't know.
Okay. Now talking about mentorship, do you think putting up like a platform where you mentor the women, especially who are interested in politics,
Yes,
do you think this will go a long way in
yeah, it will
helping
go very,
uh,
very,
their
very.
participation?
Yes, it will, because again, a lot of us are shy
Okay.
women, and a lot of us are not educated, right?
Okay.
And
But women are going to school.
so
Women are going to school.
now they are, but like I started with the confidence that someone they
Yeah.
don't have that guts to come out.
Confidence. Yeah.
But again, if we could organize things that physically can address those things, we can. It will go a long way. It will go a long way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing with us your experience and the way forward for women participation in politics. She's been talking about women participation in politics and, of course, the way forward for what we have at hand. It's been nice talking to you.
Thank you
Thank you
very
for
much.
coming on
My
the program.
pleasure. My very
This is
much
how
pleasure.
far we can go on the program today.
Thank
I'm
you.
in Jetro Ilya. Bye for now.